Good morning. So we're going to discuss quickly a Gemara in Masechet Gitin, 55b. The Gemara says a story of how the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. The Gemara says that because of Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, Yerushalayim was destroyed. There was two people. One was named Kamsa, one was named Bar Kamsa. And the Gemara goes to tell us that there was a person who was making a party. He was unnamed. And he wanted to invite his best friend, who was Kamsa. And happens to be Bar Kamsa was the person who he hated. He sent his messenger to go and give an invitation to Kamsa, his best friend. And the messenger made a mistake and invited Bar Kamsa, the person who he hated, instead. He comes to the party and he sees Bar Kamsa sitting at a table. He threatens him, he tells him you have to leave, he wants to kick him out. And because of the fact that he kicked him out, and Bar Kamsa got upset, it led to Bar Kamsa ultimately going to the Roman Caesar and speaking Lashon Hara, slander about the Jewish people, and the whole siege of Yerushalayim came from that. So the Gemara says this is the story, this is the beginning of the end. But the question is, why is it called, because of Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, Yerushalayim was destroyed? Why is Kamsa being mentioned at all? I understand Bar Kamsa, he got upset, that he was thrown out, he went and told Lashon Hara to the Roman Caesar. But what does Kamsa have to do with anything? Why is his name mentioned? I want to share with you, there's many answers, but I want to share with you one answer. The Chida, the Chaim Yosef David Azulai, Alav Shalom, he says a very simple answer, but I want to say maybe he's hinting towards a deeper Chidush. The Chida says that since their names are so similar, Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, and the messenger made a mistake, he invited the wrong person, he was supposed to invite Kamsa, he ended up inviting Bar Kamsa. So that small mistake ended up that a wrong person came to a party, and baseless hatred between the host of the party and Bar Kamsa led to the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. So a simple mistake between Kamsa and Bar Kamsa led to the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. That's what he answers. But I think he's saying something deeper. I believe he's saying that how can the messenger go and make a mistake between Kamsa and Bar Kamsa? It's a big deal. And he's this messenger. He works for this host. He knows this host. He probably knew that he loved Kamsa and he hated Bar Kamsa. So how could it be they made a mistake? So maybe we could say from here that really, what is the reason the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? Was because of miscommunication. Because when some people, when they listen to other people talk, do they really care what the person's saying? Do they really listen to what the other person's saying? There's some people, when they hear other people talk, they're just waiting for the other person to just finish what he said, so therefore he can say what he wants to say. There's some people, the guy's on his phone, his wife's talking to him, he's on his phone, he's and the wife says to him, what did I say? Do you know what I even said? And the husband says, something about going to the doctor, I think. And he tries to bluff it, and he tries to say he was listening, but he really wasn't listening. How many people do we know when they have conversations, are they really listening? So therefore, maybe the Chida is trying to hint that this messenger who made a mistake, you know why he made a mistake? He wanted the owner of the party. He said, "I want to invite Kamsa," and the messenger was listening. He wasn't really paying attention properly. He heard the word Kamsa, and he put in his own sense Bar Kamsa, and he made a mistake, and he went and invited the wrong person. And because of this miscommunication, because of this attitude of not listening properly and not paying attention properly, always giving people half your attention or 10% of your attention, not their full attention, not really caring what they say, because of Kamsa, Bar Kamsa, this miscommunication, this mix-up, that's what led to the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. When we will work on each other, work on ourselves to fully listen to each other, really care what the other person says, treat the other person with dignity, and listen to what he has to say, not have miscommunication, not have broken telephone, this is when we're going to have the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash. Every year the Beit HaMikdash is not rebuilt, it's as if it would have been destroyed in our generation as well. So therefore that means we still have this issue. If it's still not rebuilt, it means we still have this issue of not paying attention, miscommunication, hearing what you want to hear, and not really caring what the other person has to say. So B'ezrat Hashem, we should also on this fast day to do teshuvah and learn to give another person an ear, really listen to them, and have 100% pure communication.